Good morning. Sorry, I'm a minute late. I kept pressing go live and then it didn't want to go live. It was being a jerk. I don't know. It's a Monday on a Wednesday. Oh, let's get a little bit of light. Good morning. Okay. See everyone here. Hey, Dawn, how are you feeling? Glad you made the live. Jacqueline took a leap and wrote a 4-book series. Cool. Okay, so why was I late? Well, it was a coffee issue. I went downstairs to go get another cup of coffee, and there was no coffee. Roommate foul, right? Whoever took the last cup did not make another pot, and it was clearly before 11 a.m. And them's the rules. If you take the last bit of coffee, and it's before 11 a.m., you should make another pot. So I had to quickly brew coffee and then just take a little bit of the coffee. And then I added a little bit of hot water and some coffee creamer, threw it in the microwave, and voila, I have a warm drink. So 22 people in the house. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hello, Lois. Nice to see you. Hey, Rob. Okay. So yeah, I've had an eventful this morning already. In my house, my parents start the day with Fox News. So I get to start every day with a debate now. It's great. Okay. Lois says I need a coffee pot in my room. Lois, if I did that, I might not leave my room. So that would be a bad thing. Okay, so let's get started on this. I've got work to do. I don't know what happened last night. I know I went to bed early last night. So I have been thinking about Kane, and I'm going to use the AI, I think, to help me a little bit. So today is going to be kind of organizing this soupy mess of a story that we have right now, because we have quite a bit of words. So the first part of this is going to be a little bit of organization, because tomorrow is the last day for me working on this story. And I want to be able to get it done by tomorrow, at least with a full rough draft. I will be very happy about that, because if I can get there, then that is fantastic, you know. Friday is the Valentine's Day word massacre. And so we'll be starting off at 9 a.m. Given I'm starting today at 10 a.m., I'm a little, I'll probably have to bring a coffee pot in my room for that. So I'll get a coffee pot in my room for Friday. How's that? But it'll be me for an hour, and then a break to the next hour, and then Jay for an hour, and then a break to the next hour, and then me for an hour. And we will be doing that from 9 a.m. all the way to all the way. No, I'm actually going to do a new story. I'm going to do a fresh story, so that way it's starting from scratch. I think I'm going to do Tequila and Tumbleweeds, and I'm going to attempt to have a fine tune ready by then. We'll see. I have a lot of ambition. We'll see what I can get done. But so today in particular is going to be kind of like, how do you take a story that you're like in the middle of it and get AI to help you? We have a full class on that in the FFA, which is writing a story from the middle. It came out, I believe, last month. So if you are someone who wants, like, I'm going to do it today and I'll explain as I go. But if you have a lot of questions about why are you doing this and all of that, I highly recommend that class, the Writing from the Middle. It's taught by our own Steph Pajonas. Those in the FFA, you already have it. It's already in your mastermind. But we did make this class available to those who have a book already in progress, bringing it into the AI and, like, you know, how do you get it to help you finish that story? Again, you can find all of our classes at futurefictionacademy.com. Yes, Midpoint Mayhem. That is the name of it. Thank you, Stacy. Yep, Midpoint Mayhem. Because it does feel like mayhem right now. I feel a little bit like, I know I got pieces here and pieces there and pieces here and pieces here, and I like it. And yesterday I started making a mess, and now I have to go deal with that mess. So let's go get started. All right, I'll add Plotdrive to the stage. And let's do some 3 cheers for Plotdrive yesterday. They ran into some technical gremlins, and I love how much they communicated and they got it fixed right away. I'm so proud of the Plotdrive team. I really am. Oh, thank you, Stacy. She's got the link for that midpoint momentum. Pick up your story halfway through. So, Stacy, if you want, you can add that to the notes. And I think the class, and the class I shouted out yesterday was the Not Safe for Work class. If you want to throw that one in the notes too, Stace. because I know you have access to the Notion. Okay, let's go look at what mess I'm in right now. Okay, so unfortunately, we don't have the ability to like toggle things on and get a word count. I'll ask them for that feature because I think that that's a good feature. I've got a hot mess with, okay, chapter 1 and chapter 2 we redid, but I still feel like chapter 2, I'm not fully in Kane's mind. Like it's just not great. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to toggle everything on and toggle everything off. And this is where your go button, again, really comes in handy. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring another document in. Help is what I'm going to call it. I'm going to move this up to chapter 1 and 2. I'm also going to turn on Tessa's writing style, Kane's writing style, characters, and world building. And then chapter 1 and chapter 2. And then I'm going to ask my help right here. And I'm going to say, I need some help. I really love chapter 1 from Tessa's point of view, but I feel like chapter 2 from Kane's point of view isn't as immersive or strong characterization wise. Can you make some specific suggestions on how chapter 2 can allow readers to connect more with Kane? Remember, he needs to be strong alpha and immediately impress the reader so she wants to date him. So that's what I'm going to ask, and I'm going to use a thinking model, a one preview still. So I'm just asking for help, and I'm going to use my go button. It is a skill to learn what kinds of stuff you're giving as context to the AI. So in this case, I'm giving it all the information about the story, world building, characters, Tessa's writing style, Kane's writing style. And then I'm giving it the 2 chapters so it can contrast them and say, hey, I love chapter 1, but chapter 2 from Kane's point of view, it just doesn't feel as immersive. So you can just ask it for help. All right, so let's see what it's doing here. So it's giving some original. Let's see here. We'll let it continue and then we'll look at it all. Why are we always pulsing? There's a lot of pulsing. All right, I do like the idea of the club pulsing more than the city. The city, I think they rewrote to nope, we've got pulsed there too. Pulsed is a crutch word. Do you? Is there a reason for this meeting? Mind your tongue. All right. Head of data Talus. Ray. No, I liked it better. Okay, so some of these I don't even like. So here's what we're going to do. Opening paragraph. Do I like this suggestion? Mortals scurried like ants. I really liked that line. A quaint relic in my lengthy existence. Okay, I like that one better. So these are just some lines that we can do. What about length? I feel like chapter 2 isn't fully developed plot-wise, and is choppy. So I'm going to click go and just see what it says about that. Let me go check the chat and see how the comments are. Okay. I love how you slept on this AI problem, then come back fresh to deal with it. Thanks, Lois. What about making changes to Kane's writing style instead and seeing if that helps to improve things on a rewrite? That is going to be my next step, Harper, is going to be kind of like, if I can dial in the chapter of the writing style, then I can ask it to make a writing style from that chapter. And then that'll be the thing there. You get AI to do a really great alpha mail. I like the way you write to AI like it's a friend and assistant. I need to learn this skill. Practice, 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 practice. I mean, that's really what it is. I've been writing with AI for over 3 years now. So going from the dumbest models back in Da Vinci days to what we have now, I feel so lucky. Lucky that we have these abilities. So that's, yeah. So thanks, Maddie. Good morning, Steph Pajonas. Good morning. Okay. This is usually Steph's domain, the kind of stuff that I'm doing right now. So I'm going to thumbs this up and read it. Absolutely, you're correct. Well, thank you. I know I'm always right, AI. It is choppy. It's significantly shorter, 1886 versus 3393 words. So it's not counting, but it's picking this up from, I think, what we have in the title. So whatever, that's good. Oh, the rooftop, there's room. Okay, so we have all of these different things here. I think now we can just ask it to rewrite chapter 2 because it's done all of this stuff. So let's go. Can you write a new with the changes above? Please don't go overboard on making Kane sound like a stuffy professor. He should sound like an immortal, but a cool one. One that modern readers would be drawn to. Okay, and now I'm just going to click go. So now it's just going to write me a new version of chapter 2. We did all that work with it. It's got some ideas to expand. The expansion I knew was the right one. So like, you know, just different things with the stuff going on. So it should figure it all. It should figure out its life. If it doesn't, we'll go from there. Yes, I love that she's sci-fi and fantasy stories from S.J. Pajonas. All right, so it's going. How are other people's projects going? We're midweek. Next Tuesday is a 25 and 25 meeting for those of you in the mastermind. Don't forget, if you're not in the mastermind, you know, I know we have it closed off, but you can still follow along in this sense. On Tuesdays, we are, you know, trying to make sure that every other Tuesday we're trying to have something to publish. So to help with the 25 and 25 crew. So you can always get your friends together and do this. But for the mastermind, don't forget, we'll be meeting 15 minutes early inside of the lab room for both sessions to cheer on anyone who needs a little bit of extra encouragement to press that publish button. Good, but oh, so Alyssa, your projects are going well, but you're going to have to likely need to rework the beginning like I'm doing right now. Yeah, it's definitely, you know, ooh, okay. The city sprawled beneath me like a living, breathing organism. I'm not going to keep tapestry. All right, I'm going to thumbs that up and see. Okay, so it wrote 3,000 words, so that's good. So we can start making changes here. No tapestry. I'm going to call it a network. A network of light and shadow woven by the ambitions and desires of millions. From my perch atop the Empire State Building, a cliche choice perhaps, but one never tires of the classics. I watched as New York pulsed and throbbed. I like I like the humans. I like that line better. Go down to the bottom. Okay, actually, I should move this whole thing into its own. Wow, it really wrote a lot. Into its own chapter. So I can hop back and forth between chapter 1 and chapter 2. So I'll make a new document. Chapter 2, version 3. Go. All right. Paste this in. Take that out. And then it should be mortals. An entire world blissfully unaware of the grander games at play. Mortals scurried like ants, each consumed by their oh so important lives. Yeah, we have some. I'm gonna put, because I don't want the hyphen. I don't want the M dashes twice. The city sprawled beneath me as a network of light and shadow woven by the ambitions. Okay, we have too many concepts here. Sprawled beneath me. Woven by the ambitions of millions. How about that? How about the sins of millions? I like that better. It's a punchier line. A network of light and shadow sprawled beneath me, woven by the sins of millions. From my perch atop the Empire State Building, a cliche choice, perhaps, but one never tires of the classics. Mortals scurried like ants, each consumed by their oh so important lives. An entire world blissfully unaware of the grander games at play. I think we need to introduce him. So this, and I was a master of the grander games at play. There we go. Nope. The air. Too much about the air. We just do that. Okay, change was coming. I could taste it. Yeah, that's good. Watching civilizations rise and fall. It wouldn't be in New York. I mean, New York is not that old of civilizations. I mean, if he was somewhere like ancient, like an ancient city, I would go, okay, yeah, cool. So how many times had I stood just so watching civilizations rise and fall? Yet, despite the predictability, there was a certain charm in their persistence and their endless quest for more power, more wealth, more meaning. A summons, Lucinda, always so prompt. Okay, I know these names are so always AI names, but I think that that's funny to leave it in as an Easter egg. What do you guys think? Because there's so many books with Lila Hart and Jackson Reed, and these are like throwaway people at the very beginning of the story. Like, I think it's hilarious. Yeah. I agree, Danny. It's delete first paragraph, last paragraph. A lot of times for editing AI, you just have to it likes to give 2 or 3 lines when one will do. So you just pick the one that resonates the most with you, and move on. They're handlers. I'm just going to say handlers are useless. And where might this delight? Ah, the Elysium. Just handle it, Cain, and try not to make things worse. You wound me. When have I ever made things worse? Just get there. Fall into the embrace of gravity. All right, we have blissfully unaware again. Okay, nope, I took that one out. So let's see here. The mortals below. A shadow amidst shadows. Then another. Ooh, I like it. I allowed my senses to expand. Not wove around me. We already had wove. I could pluck any one of them, tease it, twist it, and watch the ripple effects cascade through lives. Wise choice. Not all shared my tolerance. Okay. Average onlooker was just another exclusive nightclub. Mr. Cain, welcome back. Okay, we're not going to have the air thick again. Oh my goodness. Flying everywhere. There we go. As I made my way to the VIP section, I took in the array. That would haunt their nightmares. Glamours and illusions kept the masquerade intact, but the savvy could see through the veils. I slipped inside without breaking stride. Barely contained chaos. Children playing with fire. On the contrary. But I do care about efficiency, and this is anything but. We're not going to have Marcus and Elena. Let's have older names here. I don't need to use 03 mini high. I'll just use 40. I can keep Marcus. Okay, so if I'm thinking, Marcus sounds Roman, so I don't mind about Marcus. Elena is just always everywhere. And I'm trying to think back to my Latin days, and all I've got is Julia. Ooh, Patricia. That's like a very Latin sounding name. Patrician. Looked at me with a mixture of hope and trepidation. They won't listen to us. Perhaps you can help. Obviously. We're among friends here. She started it. So mature. Are far more interesting ways to spend the evening. I think it doesn't need to be a groundbreaking project. I think that there needs to be specifics about what area they are in what the area they're in. Okay. And Patricia. All right, so I'm going to highlight this stuff here. And I'm going to click fix it, which knows everything now. And I'm going to say, this is great. These influencers are in. What about, okay, I don't want to do make cosmetics, but I'm trying to think of an area that both a man and a woman would be in as influencers and that they would be competing with one another. Okay, my extensive YouTube knowledge. Although I do watch a lot of YouTube. Oh, I know. Something that people would be passionate about. I'm like productivity. I'm like thinking of the stuff that I watch YouTube on about like productivity things, a mixture of don't change. Yeah, I know. You know what? Field trip. We'll just go over to YouTube real fast. No, not Derek Slayton. I hate. One time I go to his channel and like it forever goes to that. So I'm just going to go here and you're going to see the things that I've been looking at, but I want to see like what's trending. Maybe if I signed out. Let's go with, gaming. Gaming is a good one. Okay, so they're rival gaming. Yes. Okay. Yeah, because that could be super like the girls versus the boys. I like that. That works. I just need some inspiration. That's all. Rival gamers made up video game. And one of them took the other was in negotiations for. And the threat to destroy the other, doxing and reporting all the videos. We need a real crisis. Submit. See what it's got. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. This is my favorite way to write. Thank you, Danny. Yes, gaming. Oh, I like the finance one. I'll save that for next time. That's a good one. I think the finance one could actually be like a bigger problem in one of the episodes about like insider trading and things like that. So like it's a bigger deal. But gaming is such a low hanging fruit one. Oh, I love that I'm going to get to do all these like rival YouTubers, like not real YouTubers, but like imagining. Oh, why are you rewriting all of it? Why are we doing these things? This is not what I wanted. Okay, so it kept what I had. Okay, Nexus Arcade. I like that better than doing the Elysium. Yes, look at this. Night Reaper and Vapiria. This is great. You stole my endorsement deal, you backstabbing snake. Oh, please, if Titan Tech chose me over you, that's your problem, not mine. Business is business. Maybe if you weren't so complacent with your content, sponsors wouldn't be looking elsewhere. Okay. Leverage the rivalry. A head-to-head battle in game streamed live, promoted as the ultimate showdown. Night Reaper versus Vapiria. Your followers will be ecstatic, and sponsors will be vying for spots. You want us to work together by competing? Precisely. Control the narrative before it controls you. And what about the endorsement deal? Think bigger. Titan Tech and any other sponsor will see the value in attaching their name to such a high-profile event. Or you can continue this destructive past, risking alienating your fans, losing sponsorships, and tarnishing your brands. The choice is yours. Are already picking sides. But I won't hold back. Wouldn't expect you to. Remember, don't flatter yourself. She's dabbling in forces. A rift open. Okay, so it wrote everything. And then I just have to cut off where. Okay, so it kept the top part. I like that. It did a little bit too far down here. Charming. Precisely. Good. Nope, that's not. Anything else I should be aware of? In due time. I thought that there was like a repeat here, though. Nicely done. Alexis Starr. I'm not quite sure how to help you with that. Okay. Kane, he awaits. All right. His eyes glinted like distant stars. She's been wronged. I need you to ensure she chooses the path that aligns with our interests. Her trajectory. A subtle pressure built. Good. Go. Hanger forced Mr. Gabby's handiwork. Always meddling. Nope, that one's not good. Yeah, here's where it repeats. Okay. Because I don't like any of this part. Ray wants to see you. Where does it? Just don't keep him waiting. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'll save the golem for later. She possesses potential. This is much better, the stuff down here. So I'm going to take out all the other stuff. Deal. Nicely done. So it's this part. I'm going to say this. You should have punished them. Oh, there's time for that later during the live. Am I now? And here I thought I had the night off. Hardly. Ray wants to see you. Yes, seems there's a new assignment with your name on it. Any hints? Just don't keep them waiting. Wouldn't dream of it. I think we're just going to go to this. Overly cautious wasn't one of them. Interesting. Okay. Reality bent and twisted. I'm flattered. Spare me the theatrics. You know, I think he's just going to call it my lord. Yeah. So we'll signal right away to the readers that Ray is the devil, but he goes by Ray so that they can talk. Of course. Are you? Okay. Of course. So I pushed him out. No. Weakness. I know what I want there. I want stronger writing there, but I know what I'm trying to do, but I want, like, in just a few words to make the reader very uncomfortable. In my head, I mean, if you think about it, if you actually told the devil that you were flattered, I feel like his reaction would be something uncomfortable. Do a fix it. Yeah. I think I'll just put the output limit at smaller amounts, like maybe 1,000. So I'm just going to click fix it. And I'm going to say, please just make this writing stronger so the reader is uncomfortable. Ray is Satan. So if Cain says he's flattered, respond. I am imagining after all, he was flattered. Submit. Let's see what happens. This might be very dark. But hey, it's a dark romance. Let's go. Chapter 2. Ooh. I don't think it wrote it. It probably rejected it. Let's try it again. Try it again. See what happens. I gave it more context. Nope. I don't think it's liking it. So I will thumbs up or thumbs down so I don't lose it. Let me try increasing the output. Let's see if that works. Maybe it just wasn't enough for it to write out a response. I'm feeling like I know Cain more better now. And thank you, Susan. Okay. My lord, are you? Oh, yes. That's, Oh, yes. That's way hotter. Of course. A pregnant silence. Yeah. That's a lot better. perpetual motion. I'm flattered. The weight of unseen hands pressed against my chest, constricting. I didn't actually need. Okay. I'm gonna go every orifice without mercy. Yes, because he's got ash in his mouth. So yeah. Oh man, I feel so evil. Flattery is a hollow currency here. Do you think mere words suffice? Enough. Forgive me, I misspoke. Of course. We can just have a long silence. Nobody has to be pregnant after that. Yeah, that's awesome. There we go. I love it. I love it. Flattery's hollow currency. Yeah, shows more Kane's demon personality, and he's got power too. Yeah, exactly. I love it. Yeah, you can. It just depends on the model, and sometimes they'll say like, we're not going to do that. So when you're going to ask for something like that, of like make the alpha male an asshole, you just want to give it as much context as possible that it understands it's writing a novel. Tessa Dane. Oh gosh, we're palpable. Held a defiance even in projection. But quickly guarded my thoughts. Yeah. We don't need to have that thing happen again. She doesn't seem the type to typically interest you. You want me to recruit her. Guide her. All right. You need not concern yourself with the larger picture. See that it remains that way. You're dismissed. A modern. Oh, he's got a phone. I like it. And future. There we go. Because this hasn't really, I mean, it's happened, but that way he knows, you know. It seems you've had a rough go of it. She wouldn't be there now. Lashed out. Need a full dossier. Raise. Understood. Lucinda would be annoyed. Small pleasures. Okay. Can we not have the air? How about the atmosphere? Petite with a mop of auburn hair. Gabby, serendipity's ever annoying messenger. No promises. Okay, I like that. Like she's still sitting there waiting, you know, even though so like she made sure Tessa got to the hotel. As she unpacked a bag. Yeah. Okay, I like this. Wait, what happened? Where did I lose it? Oh, version 3. Not versus 3. Okay. Oh, we have a repeat of this. Okay, so take this out. There we go. That was from earlier. Okay. Deal. And do not fail me. A delay there. She was a challenge. Yeah, there's way too much like exposition here. Like all of this is like saying it one time. So we're just going to do this. And close that out. Perfect. Because then it goes into chapter 1, 2, and then this is the chapter 3. Because she talks about the rain, which he just picked up with the rain. So she should be walking down. So Gabby is there. Stay out of my way. I could catch her glimpses of her through a bus window. This works perfectly. So basically, I like this better. So you're reading this, and Gabby is that cab driver, is the Uber driver who was like crazy. And then I like the idea of she's there waiting at the motel, basically to like try to help Tessa again, is my guess. But when Kane shows up, it kind of like runs her off because obviously serendipity is not going to be nearly as big enough. So it's strong enough for somebody who's able to push the devil completely out of his head. Even now, she refused to succumb to chaos. I admired that. Succumb not to chaos. Despair. I admired that. Perhaps it was best not to rush. One that respected her strength while guiding her. Exactly. So he's going to let her check into the hotel and everything like that. and I had time. And so now he's making arrangements for the hotel there, a nudge here, a delay there. More than just an assignment. Yeah, I'm equal parts scared of Cain and also like intrigued. So I think that this is a good chapter. Okay. And now that we have some decent chapters here, what that will end up doing is this is old chapter 2. I'll leave the heart so I know who's old chapter 2. Alrighty. Move that up. Move this down to underneath here. We're not using that one. Okay, I keep seeing 2 versus 3, so I need to fix this. Version. No, okay. We'll just go 2.3. There we go. Now I know. And this is 2,677 words. Okie dokie. We don't need help anymore. Delete. This chapter 3. Oh. Oh, it was more accurate than me because she's packing the bags. Damn it. I changed it and it wasn't right. Because then she gets lost. Okay, yeah, we're going slower because she hasn't even found out that she hasn't run into Gabby yet. So he runs into Gabby, which is right outside of her hotel. No promises. They're not at the motel. It should be outside of the penthouse. Not yet. Okay. There we go. Gabrielle, shouldn't you be off meddling elsewhere? She reeked of competence. I admired that. Oh, and I also said it was day, but it should have been night. I smirked. See if I can find day. Okay. Soon we'll see how far down the rabbit hole you're willing to go. Okay, I like it. And this is before she goes. And then the next chapter is the hours move slowly after 2 a.m. Finally ditch Victor. Okay. So this one's not 33.90. Oh no, I did the thing. Okay. Yeah, I'll have more surgery to do. I made chapter 2.3 too long now. Well, maybe not. Maybe it'll work just fine. I can always beef up her first one. Okay. Well, everyone, I have a meeting I have to get to, and it is 11. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing. I know there's like time for our meeting. Let's go. Showing, I when you run with AI, for me, I just get raw clay, and then I genuinely have fun shaping it into something that's truly delightful to read. And I feel like I'm getting closer and closer. Spending so much time on these first chapters because I have so much raw clay for the later chapters. And once the first chapters are good, it's easy to toggle them on and be like, hey, I need you to rewrite this chapter, this later chapter, more in line with this style. So that's what we're doing. So I'll see you guys tomorrow at 10 a.m. again. And I don't know, maybe we'll stick with this process for Friday or maybe not. It is kind of cool for the Valentine's Day Massacre. We'll see what happens. All right, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Thanks, Danny. Great one to watch for editing and working with outputs. Yeah, it's a skill. It takes finesse and having some writing craft skills for sure.